Hey guys, how y'all doing? Hello. I am in the library, so I don't want to talk too loud. I'm in the children's section. My baby's over there playing, so I'm not gonna get too graphic. I do have a story time, but I'm gonna save that for a different day. My daughter curled my hair, honey. Listen, look. My daughter curled my hair for me. I think it looks good. Being that it's natural, I don't have no relaxer or nothing, so I think she did a wonderful job. But yeah, I'm not gonna get into the graphic part of um, my story time because I'm in the children's section. There's kids over there playing, and I don't want them to hear certain things. You know, it's not for children at all. Um, Rated R. But anyhow, today I wanted to talk about trauma responses and triggers and how to identify them. What I can say is a lot of, and I'm going to get into more detail later on, a lot of my weaknesses and a lot of my fears have been brought out during the dark night of the soul, because it's not over with. I'm still going through the dark night of the soul. From the last time I made that video of me going into yet another dark night of the soul, it's still the same one. It never ended. It never ended. So what I can say is that from this time of going through this same dark night of the soul, I've learned a lot about my fears, my weaknesses. I've learned a lot about trauma responses and triggers and what causes triggers and how my body reacts to those triggers and trauma responses. I've learned so much. So I'm very grateful for the dark night of the soul because it made me a lot stronger. It's like I'm walking through fire, becoming more well put together as a being, not so much as a human, but as a spiritual being, if you will. So I'm going to go over the trauma responses and triggers and how to identify them. Okay, so a trauma response is defined as a reflex that acts as a perceived coping mechanism in events that are subconsciously triggered during a seemingly traumatic event. This can happen in real time and may be obscured due to neurological responses present in the individual at the time the event occurred, either mentally or in real time. So, when we're going through our trauma responses and our triggers, a lot of folk are unconsciously going through these things, and it triggers something in them, fear, hysteria, doubt, worry, all on an unconscious level. You see what I'm saying? People's behaviors become more in tune with that trauma response and trigger. And an individual who has gone through trauma will have a difficult time deciphering between reality and the events that occurred and the events that caused the trigger response, because the neurological system or systems of reflex have adapted to guarding itself unconsciously. It's like it's a brain thing. Like once you're triggered, there's nothing you can do about it. You can't stop that trigger. It's like your brain is automatically protecting itself. Your body is already programmed to protect itself. So once that trigger or that trauma response is fired, you can't stop it. But what you can do during that time is be consciously aware of what your body is doing and how it is responding to that trigger and that trauma response, and begin to learn how to control that. But we're going to get into that later on. I've learned so freaking much. It's ridiculous. Because the neurological system or systems of reflex have adapted to guarding itself, adapted to fighting, adapted to many of the emotions and trauma that trauma causes. Trauma responses and triggers become the normal way of being for the individual. Triggers, according to PsychCentral.com, are defined as sensory reminders on a subconscious level that cause painful memories or certain symptoms to resurface. Triggers cause trauma responses. Triggers cause trauma responses. Triggers cause trauma responses. Triggers act as real-time events in the mind that are oftentimes uncontrollable. Will cause physical, mental, and emotional damage, especially to the brain, which I have experienced firsthand, and memory, yet another experience, extending out to the body, then into the world. And I call that obscured perception. Once those trauma responses and behaviors and triggers are all going into one chaotic ball of a mess inside the brain and the sensory nerves and everything, that causes obscured perception. I'm going to get into that a little bit later too. Some physical symptoms that may derive from triggers and flashbacks are as follows. And this is based on my own personal experience with myself. This can and will cause anxiety, migraines, nausea, indigestion, constipation, depression, the loss of appetite, the inability to properly commune with the general population. Triggers are known as flashbacks. Those are also flashbacks. An event that occurs, in real time, can trigger an emotional spiral, emotional outburst, and also flashbacks, which I've struggled with. I have been struggling with flashbacks, as y'all all know, but I've learned how to control them. See, once you learn how the mind and the body works and all these other things, you can control your shit. Okay. But the seemingly in real time, triggers are known as flashbacks that seemingly in real time take a person back to the mental state they were in when a specific traumatic event occurred, sometimes during their life, either their childhood, a teen, or as an adult. Flashbacks or triggers is a stimulus that causes a painful memory to resurface and are reminders that are held deep within the subconscious mind that hold the emotions of anxiety, fear, worry, sadness, panic attacks, and or uneasiness. Triggers can happen at any moment and from anyone at any given time. Anything can set you off. Anything could be a trigger. A child could trigger you. Anything could trigger you if you do not have your mental health under control, if you do not understand and see what's really going on within the confines of your own mind. Anything can trigger you at any time. When a person is attempting to heal themselves through the proper channels, they must learn how to identify those triggers which cause trauma responses through a mental health specialist. And I say mental health and spiritual specialist, because mental health is going to help you with your mental health. Your spiritual specialist can help you with both. See, I've mastered both, mental and spiritual, because you can't have one without the other, which is why I'm trying to find a school for psychology or psychiatry. Anyway, oftentimes one cannot fully control the triggers or responses because of 1, neurological or nervous system issues, and 2, subconscious issues, subconscious blockages, subconscious mind programming, and that began at an early age. Your subconscious mind is fully programmed by the age of 7, if y'all didn't know. And by the age of 10, this shit's already set, and you have to forcefully change it. Traumatic events become a normality. Whatever the fuck normal is, that's what it is. Or the neurological system. Traumatic events become a normality of the neurological system. The neurological system is the live, active system that controls feeling, thinking, digesting, and automatic responses. A lot of the time, those responses are uncontrollable. The neurological system is a complex network of nerves which control our body's automatic functions. The mind, however, is different. It holds much of our visual memories along with the network of emotions that follow thought. According to the American Psychological Association Dictionary of Psychology, a neuron is defined as the basic cellular unit of the nervous system. Each neuron is composed of a cell body, fine branching extensions or dendrites that receive incoming nerve signals, and a single long extension or axon that conducts nerve impulses to its branching terminal. Spiritually speaking, when working on self-healing and self-mastery, it is crucial that one receive the proper mental health guidance and spiritual health guidance through a psychologist or psychiatrist, along with spiritual guidance in order to identify and properly approach their own traumatic events which are held within the confines of the mind. Coping skills are much needed in order to control and maintain oneself. One must become aware of or conscious of self-awareness during the healing processes stage, or in general, people should become more aware of self regardless. It is crucial to the outcome of one's healing journey. As we grow, we embody these traumas and triggers. We tend to wear trauma like a coat that's spiritually, mentally, emotionally tied to us that we can't get rid of until we start becoming consciously aware of our mental health, our behavior, our mental state, our spiritual state. That's all intertwined into one. Thus giving us the illusion that this is what life is and how life should be. However, if we don't know any better, if we don't know or understand anything outside of trauma, that's all we will know as our life. Like I said, obscured perception. Trauma has become the norm. Living a life based on traumatic events becomes how a person lives. Sadly, this scenario is lived, however, consciously realized. Subconsciously speaking, familiar situations that lead to the same or similar events. Being around situations outside of what a person is familiar with will cause discomfort, uneasiness, feeling out of place, having problems with his self-worth and things of those natures. So naturally, a person gravitates back to what was and is familiar to them on the lifestyle or traumatic life they previously lived. Becoming self-aware is where one can start to engage and interact with self, with the mind. Journaling your thoughts, feelings, and emotions throughout your day or at the end of your day will give you a true view, a physical view of your thoughts and your state of being for that day. So it's very important to write down and journal how you're feeling, what scared you, the triggers that you had, and how to overcome them. You know what I'm saying? Just start somewhere. Start writing the shit down. Okay, today I was anxious because I was stuck in fucking traffic. But why do you feel anxious? What caused that? Where in your previous, as growing up, would make you feel anxious by sitting there? You know, what caused you to feel anxious because you're sitting in traffic? Because I don't get anxious sitting in traffic. I just be chilling. I used to get angry. I used to get frustrated. I used to be anxious when sitting in traffic. But growing up, you was forced to sit. You was mistreated. You see what I'm saying? Every feeling or emotion we have is linked to some kind of traumatic event, whether it be small or big, you know, when we were children or teenagers or young adults or full grown adults. You know what I'm saying? The emotions and things are attached to something as we were growing up. Now I just don't give a fuck. I've overcome so much that I've just nothing really too much bothers me anymore. But start journaling your feelings, your thoughts, your emotions throughout your day, and at the end of your day, um, you go over them, you review them, and you'll have a true view of your thoughts, your feelings, your emotions, and then you start working on the why part. Once you get that physical view written down on paper, why? What makes me feel that way? Why was I feeling that way? And you start getting in that train of thought, and you start becoming curious about yourself and your own emotions. Everything gonna start popping up. Aha moments are gonna start coming in. Also, another tip on becoming more in tune with self is to sit quietly with a pen and paper and just write down what you're thinking in, that given moment. Just write down the shit that crosses your mind. Just write down everything that crosses your mind for like 30 minutes, 10 minutes, 15, 20 minutes, however long it takes, how much time you have to dedicate to yourself. However short or long of a time you need in order to have a visual of what is truly going on in your own mind. So I am going to stop right here. And I'm going to stop right here and leave that as that, because that's a lot right there in and of itself. And I'm going to come back later on, maybe sometime this week, 3:33, and start the next round of video. So I'm going to leave this sitting right here for y'all. I hope you all enjoyed it. This is my experience with the Dark Night of the Soul, how I'm overcoming my trauma responses and triggers, and how I'm identifying them. I'm going to tell you all how I began to identify them with the video that is not kid friendly, because I figured out a lot about myself. And there's just certain things I just cannot say around these children right now. So, it's not PG-13, it's rated R. Miss Lynn always gonna get it in. But anyhow, I hope y'all like my hair. I love it. I don't give a fuck if you like it or not, but I do. My daughter did a damn good job curling my hair. I look good today. Fuck you, whoever was talking about my teeth, bitch. Fuck you, because I'm never gonna get these motherfuckers fixed. I'm never getting my teeth fixed. I don't care. I'm not. I'm just not, because I don't want to. But anyway, Texas. But anyway, I'm out of here for now. Yeah, B stands for bitch. Yes. B stands for bitch. So anyway, I hope that you all have a marvelous day. I'm chilling at the library, just chilling, chillaxing, and I'll talk to y'all soon. Be careful, behave yourself, keep your protections up, and learn how to find peace within yourself. Learn how to find peace within yourself. Love y'all. Talk to you soon. Bye-bye. Oh, yeah. So anyway, I hope that you all got this lesson also. The lesson was from me from me to you, my viewers, subscribers, whoever. I wanted to see how long y'all could be patient. I was working on y'all's patience, like Lucifer works on my patience. Okay? I wanted to see how long you all could hold out for me. How long you could wait for yourself. How long you could or would be dedicated and loyal to yourself in order to heal by way of the spiritual counseling y'all are receiving for free. I want to just exercise and work on y'all's patience, because this path, Luciferian path, is not for the weak. It's not for the weak. So I was working on y'all's patience. I did the shit on purpose. So whoever passed, congratulations. Whoever failed, keep going, keep trying, keep working at it. But patience is a virtue, especially being a Luciferian. Your patience will be worked on 100%. Your loyalty will be worked on 100%. Lucifer does not play. If you can't be patient for the small stuff, how the fuck you gonna be patient for the real shit? And I just gave y'all some real shit. I did some research. I have been going through hell, literally, so I can heal, so I can help others. So if you're not ready, you better get ready. If you feel like this path ain't for you, hop on to somebody else's YouTube channel, YouTube videos, do what you gotta do. Don't come to me for shit. Because if you can't be patient with yourself, be patient and learn those lessons that I have already put on my YouTube channel, you're not for me. If you can't be patient and loyal to yourself, for yourself to grow and take this meat that I'm giving you, this big ass fucking porterhouse steak of lessons that I'm giving y'all, baby, go somewhere else. This ain't for you. But yeah, I was working on y'all's patience. Working on your patience. Because in Luciferian magic, self-loyalty, self-worth, patience, working on self-awareness is 100% going to be tested. Being a Luciferian, Lucifer does not fucking play. At one point, I thought Lucifer was trying to kill me. And I even asked Lucifer, are you trying to kill me? And of course, he's not. He wasn't. But he was working on my patience, helping me to become more self-aware. Patience with myself, helping me become more self-centered. And when I say self-centered, I mean grounded within myself to remember who the fuck I am. Okay? So, yeah. To those who passed, congratulations. To those who cussed me out, fuck you. I love you either way. Keep going. Keep trying, keep pushing. Yes, I said fuck you, I love you. Keep going, keep trying, keep pushing. Y'all know y'all done cussed me out. Where this bitch at? Why the fuck she ain't been on here? I miss her. Ooh, I can't wait to see her face. Patience, honey. Learn to be patient. Learn to be fucking patient. Alright? So, I hope that you all have a wonderful day. It is sunny, bright, and cool / warm. I'm gonna say warm. This weather out here is kind of funny to me. I don't like it. I don't like this weather. I miss Texas already. I've been away from Texas for a couple months, maybe 5 or 6 months. I miss Texas. I want to go back home, but you know, Miss Lynn always go where she's needed. I be on assignments, y'all. Spiritually speaking, Miss Lynn goes where she's needed. I'm on assignments. I don't be staying in one spot for long because I know what my life is like and I know who I am. So I'm not always going to be in one spot forever because god damn it, I can't stand it sometimes. I'll be like, is it a blessing or a motherfucking curse? But either way, I understand the assignment. So that's my life. That's what my life is. I go where I'm needed. I don't stay in one spot for long because of who I am and what I do. And my assignment here on this planet Earth. And if y'all know nothing about soul contracts, baby, you better look it up. And I understand mine. I understand what I got to do, who I got to do it for, and why. So, y'all better learn how to be fucking patient. Get the shit right. And keep that shit tight. Because you got greatness within you and you got shit to do. So, y'all like my hair? I like my hair. Yeah, so I will talk to you guys later. Y'all behave yourself. Be patient with yourself. Keep up the good work. I love y'all. Have a great day. Peace. Hail Lucifer. Hail Legion. Bye bye.